Hey everybody, this is Petey from the Spin Rack, and we also have
Calvin Ellis, ready to rock.
now we talked about the new shows coming from Disney Plus for Star Wars, but we didn't get to hear from Cal. So we have all these shows: Star Wars Visions, Andor, Lando, a Droid Story, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic,
Oh my God.
Rogue Squadron, The Bad Batch, and The Acolyte. What are your thoughts of this whole
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't see all of this.
push of all this possible things that they could push through Disney
Is this
Plus?
all coming out or this is just
Probably one after the other so they can keep the subscriptions.
my God. I didn't know. The only one I heard about was Rogue Squadron. I didn't hear about any of the rest of this. I mean, Obi-Wan I knew about from before, but Lando,
Yep.
Acolyte, no wonder these guys are going so crazy for these comics and snatching up everything they can get their hands on. They have no idea what's going to hit. Even the droids.
Yeah. It's
Okay. The
it's a
droid
little,
one, I don't think that's going to be a show.
it's sort of
Shorts, maybe.
it's sort of like, what is that thing? Sort of like a new universe, like trying to throw everything out at once, but it'll be a gradual thing, hopefully. So in my mind, ultimately the sets are going to be kind of the same. So I think the the Star Trek rollout of Discovery, then Picard, as people asked for Captain Pike, they're putting out that, like, and then they started doing some other little stuff. This here is just Disney, just like, we're doing it. We're doing it, but you have the Mandalorian. We need to know that it's gonna be able to, tread the same sort of water together. So it's a lot, in my opinion. I think they would, put out maybe two of them, say two of them, and then you have these other ones in your back pocket. But to kind of
Oh, don't
get more
worry.
of a buzz.
All of these are subject. This is all subject to change the first time something doesn't do well.
Just like the movies. Yep.
Okay, because they were rolling. They were like, "Hey, we got it. We got the Force Awakens. Oh yeah, we got it.
Yes.
Oh, we got the other one. We got the next one. The last what is it? The Last Jedi. Yeah, we got it. We got Rogue One. We got it. Okay, we got Solo. We don't got it.
the last Jedi. That Jedi and Solo kind of hurt the plans.
No, they were still full steam ahead after the Last Jedi because they were looking at that money. They were like, "Oh, we got it. We got it."
Yeah.
The only thing, Solo was actually a better story, and these guys are like, "No, no, no, we don't got it. Why? Look at the money." But it's like with the stories, we can work with this. The story's pretty good. We like this. We're gonna see some more Solo, right? Well, we're gonna get back to you on that. Well, I have to admit, um, I'm man, this is very interesting. I'm almost at a loss for words, but I'm glad they put the most interesting stories where they're supposed to be. Okay. All right. Lando, I have no idea what the hell they're going to do with that, especially if they have the same guy, Glover is going to play him. If he keeps playing him kind of light the way he's been playing him over there, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want Lando to be too light. He's supposed to be a scoundrel. Okay. So he should be a ladies' man, but tough. And this guy looks like he takes time to air wash his silk shirts. I'm not too sure about all of that. Plus, he was talking some nonsense about Lando being pansexual. I was like, look, cut that crap out, okay? We've only seen Lando throw some lines at Leia, okay? Yeah. That's it. And Leia was practically like the only girl in the damn galaxy for most of these movies, so I can understand. He was like, wow, this is good. There's no other women around. This is great. All right, so I don't hear about any pansexual nonsense. But
we don't know if he didn't get it on with his co-pilot in the Millennium Falcon. They could have.
No, that's different. That's like a blow-up doll or something. That doesn't make you pansexual. Okay, I'll allow that because you're traveling, you're doing interspace travel. God only knows how long you're out there. You need something, right? That's like that's like one of those pocket things you can go by, or those lights, those F lights that you can go by. So I have no problem. That doesn't make you pansexual. But the one that I'm looking forward to is right there, dead center. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, gosh.
It's about time. Obi-Wan Kenobi. When we're introduced to Obi-Wan Kenobi, okay, he's already a legend when we're introduced to him. We got Princess Leia saying, "What? Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope." And I'm intrigued. I'm like, who is this guy? And then we meet him. We're like, oh, okay, this guy's Jedi Knight. What's this all about? And before you know it, Obi-Wan is gone. Obi-Wan's gone. He's more of a spirit than anything else. But his legend still lives on. I remember Vader is fighting Luke Skywalker for the first time, and he's like, Obi-Wan has taught you well. Not Yoda. It's like, Obi-Wan has taught you well. And we have to remember, Vader's going to know Obi-Wan's training because he was also trained by Obi-Wan. Then we get the return of the Jedi, and he's fighting him again. He's fighting him again for the second time. And what does he say again for the second time? Obi-Wan has trained you well. I'm like, I really want to know more about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Unfortunately, I could never find out more because Obi-Wan was, how can I put this? He was a lead character who was still there to support Anakin Skywalker. It's Anakin Skywalker's story. It's a Skywalker story, the first 6 films. So it's Anakin Skywalker's story, then it's Luke Skywalker's story, and Obi-Wan is pretty much there to help support those characters. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, okay? Especially if it's not, this would have to be after the fall of the fall of the Republic. So I'm interested in seeing what stuff that he can do there. This is more monk type, hermit type Obi-Wan who's keeping an eye on Luke, making certain everything is cool, those type of things. This is now Ben Kenobi as opposed to Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I felt this is one of the premier Jedis that premieres in Star Wars, and I've always wanted to know more about him. So I'm looking forward to this series. The greatest Jedi of all time we've seen on screen, and I'm looking forward to this. I don't care what you Vader guys have to say.
A little too much Star Wars for me, even though I'm a fan. But I will only say with Obi-Wan, they kind of lost my faith with all of the stuff from the prequels. The prequels kind of, that sort of Obi-Wan and Anakin talk really got on my nerves. So hopefully he can lay some of his own groundwork and not him going to the diner type of groundwork. Let's have some good stuff with Obi-Wan if you can, and not treading the same water, because obviously a lot of stuff takes place in these sort of sand Western spots. Hopefully it doesn't seem like the same show like The Mandalorian, and he has his own ship where he flies around with. So I'm hoping for the best, but they lost a lot of my goodwill on the prequel. So, but everyone says that the Clone Wars is great. So let's see what happens.
You never saw the Clone Wars?
Not only the first one, from the guy the guy with the Powerpuff Girls. I didn't see the regular series after that.
That was great that was a lot shorter, a lot less, but that was still great at the end of the day. But even that was still the Anakin Skywalker.
When I hear the Anakin, it's just like, oh gosh, or any of that with stuff, it just like pains me. It's like that's what happened in that mini Clone Wars. It was just like Annie, and I was like, oh, I can't deal with it. And then him saying that Anakin, I was like, oh, God. When the Alec Guinness said it, he said, your father, Anakin Skywalker, and my pupil, like it sounded cool. And then they turned it to Annie, and then Padme. All that stuff really got on my nerves. So, but even the end of the Revenge of the Sith, Padme. You don't have James L. Jones saying Padme. But let's
just to show you that a woman can take, a cool sounding name and make you sound like a bitch.
Oh God, that's it. I'm now say this whole series of videos have been la gasoline, just pouring gasoline on Cal, and I guess that's the way we go. We're gonna go out on this one. Okay, everybody, spin the rack.
Out.